world moves fast. Your workday? Even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
She offered us a space, a 2x2 space in a closet in her basement.
2x2?
Yeah, it was a really small.
2 feet by 2 feet?
Yeah, it was really small. It wasn't big.
2 feet by 2 feet. Do you realize how small 2 feet by 2 feet is?
These are the plaintiffs, Lourdes Herrera and Pedro Regalado. Lourdes says they lived in the defendant's 5-family house for 2 years and were excellent tenants. They paid their rent on time, helped the defendant out by removing snow, and were shocked and dismayed the defendant is refusing to return their security deposit now that they've moved out. They're here to show the defendant you can't get away with ripping hard-working people off and are suing her for the $1,000 they're definitely owed. This is the defendant, Bojana Bartosik. She says she told the plaintiff he could store his tools for free in a closet if he would help shovel the snow, but the guy never helped her, not even once. Besides, when they moved out, they left the apartment filthy, and she had to scrub the place clean. Owe them money? If anyone's owed, it's her. She's accused of snowing her tenants. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,300 for storage charges and additional cleaning.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Okay, Lourdes Herrera and Pedro Regalado, you are suing Bojana Bartosik, your former landlord, for $1,000 of your security deposit that you want repaid to you, and you think she is wrongfully keeping. You have a counterclaim against them for $1,300 for storage and cleaning. Let me hear from you first. What's going on?
We moved in December 2011. We left a security deposit of $1,000.
Okay.
During the same month, she offered us a space, a 2x2 space in a closet in her basement.
2 by 2?
Yeah, it was a really small.
2 feet by 2 feet? No.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really small. It
No.
wasn't big.
2 feet by 2 feet. Do you realize how small 2 feet by 2 feet is? You're talking about like nothing, like
None.
like this.
There wasn't that much space. She just
Okay,
gave us.
is it 2 by 2 feet?
Yeah.
Or is she exaggerating?
It's roughly 2 by 2
That's not
feet.
even a closet. That's
No.
It's like
She didn't give us a whole closet. She just gave us the very
bottom
bottom part. It was enough to fit his tools.
Please stop. Please stop. It's not your turn. Okay, so go on.
We offered her to pay $50 a month.
Why would you offer somebody to pay $50 to store something that basically you can store one box in?
We were just trying to be nice.
I'm not believing you on the 2 by 2. And you were trying to be nice? That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous answer to my question. Nobody, put your hand down. Nobody pays $50 extra to be nice. That is ridiculous. Now go on.
Okay. She said no. We verbally agreed that we would help her around the house here and there, and we said, oh, that's fine. So
What the heck's that going to mean?
Well, helping around
That's
the
scary. Helping her around the house. What if she decides she wants you to paint the whole house?
no,
Or
actually
little things, not big things.
right,
like,
but you know, like who are you going to leave the decision of what's little and what's big up to? What if you guys just, you know what I mean? Like this is
Yeah.
so open-ended.
Well, we kept our end of the bargain. You know, he would
What
help.
did you do around the house?
He would help out shoveling when it snowed. There was one time where he never claimed to be a plumber, but he helped her out when there was a leak in the toilet in the first floor apartment.
Okay, now tell me about the place. Is it a single-family home? What is it?
It's a 5-family home.
5-family home. So there's 4 other families living there, or
Yes.
is she one of the families?
Yes.
Does she live there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So did she have you doing work in the other places?
Actually, I fixed a toilet because...
Your own toilet?
No.
It was on the first floor next to her place because I hear her screaming one night. And I tell her, I should go see, what's going on. So I went. She was fighting with the tenants. So for me to solve the situation, I just jumped in, fixed the toilet because they were complaining about the toilet. So I fixed it temporarily while she called the plumber.
Okay.
The next day he came.
So you did that and you shoveled the snow, and what else?
One time she needed help. Her relative was trying to help her in a door, and he came and he helped her. He helped him fix the door.
I installed the door because he didn't know how to do it. The other time, the boiler broke down. The plumber was there. So I jump in and help, in whatever I can, because that's...
Was there ever a time when she asked you to do something and you didn't do it? Like you were busy or you had to go to work or whatever?
When I had the time to do it,
No, that's not my question.
Okay.
Was there ever a time that she said, can you take care of X, and you said to her, I don't have the time? Yes or no?
Yes.
How many times did that happen?
Once.
Oh, once?
Yes.
Okay. And you lived there during the course of how long? When did you leave?
We lived there for a year and a half.
Did she ever complain during the year and a half, hey, you're not upholding your end of the bargain, you're not helping me? All right, so the year and a half passes, you give her notice, and you leave. And then you have a $1,000 security deposit. When you go through the walkthrough, you actually go through a walkthrough together, was there any damage or did she complain about anything?
We kept asking her, is there damage so we can fix it to get our security deposit?
Well, you got to clean too, but let me talk to you. What was your agreement with them in return for work? Tell me exactly what that agreement was.
I asked him if he can help me in the garden. I asked him twice. He never helped me in the garden. Then in the end of they already say they will move. I said, can you help me move the fence? 7 feet or 3 feet, I don't remember, but little, because my car can go in there. He really stay there in car. And the weeds was growing and they never pick up. I have to go and pick up under their car. And once I get mad already, I said, why I have to always pick up the weeds? You car staying in privileged place. You should clean up around your car, not me, because I have plenty things to do.
And what did he say?
They said it's not their property. I said, but you car staying here because that's surrounding like that, let's say, to my porch, and here is fence. And that's why I want to move that fence a little farther, because then I will cover up. That my idea was. I asked him, I know he working for construction guy, for construction firm. That's why I know he knows, because I did with my son fences. I did for the garden fences with my son. Me and him.
Okay, but here, stop a second. Normally the tenant doesn't have to help you beautify your property. What agreement did you have with him that would...
We have agreement. It's not true 2 by 2. The closet, he did lock. I never have entry, was their closet, not mine, because he did lock that closet, and he not gave me key. And up to here was downstairs his machinery, and was very deep, very deep. I can't move with the head, it's very deep. And here was shelves and my few things, which I not needed, lay down there. He closed up.
Can you go back to the...
He closed up completely and never gave me key. In the end, they gave me key.
Well, but in a year and a half, did you ever need access and ask him for the key? No, right?
I think once I asked...
And did he give you the key and did you get access?
Yes.
Yeah, because otherwise I think you would have asserted your rights and gotten the key. So that wasn't a real problem. So then tell me about, did they really offer to pay $50 extra a month for the storage?
Yes, and I should take and will be no problem.
Right, because that's clear and unambiguous. But you wanting him to work around the place, maybe you want him to work a lot more than $50 worth a month, and maybe he wants to work a lot less than $50 worth a month, so that's kind of ambiguous. Did you have a good relationship with them?
Yes.
With both of them or just him?
With both of them.
You think that she had a much better relationship with... I think the exact way you phrase it is she enjoyed my husband's company more than mine.
Yes.
Okay, why were you saying that? That's kind of funny.
Because he paid the rent all the time more than I did because I work further away from him, so he's at the house earlier. So they grew a better relationship than I did. I'm more low-key and I kept to myself.
Right. Well, you said more than that in your complaint. You also mentioned how he would humor her and you wouldn't.
No.
What do you mean by that?
What I meant by that is he would entertain some of her craziness, and
What do you mean by her craziness?
She talks about other tenants in a way that I just don't agree with, and I think some of her thinking is crazy, so I would just go and pay the rent and just keep it moving because I just have too much going on in my life that I can't entertain that. I'm just sorry. He did because he was nice. He's just a nice person. So
okay.
I actually wanted to add in something about the fence.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't fix it, he couldn't dig it up and move it over, but he offered to do a plan out so that she can hire another company to do it because what she wanted to do seemed like it involved permits. And he doesn't do fences, but he was offering her to plan it out to see how to move it and how to work all the...
That's it. I don't think that's worth $50 a month. I don't understand the arrangement was so ambiguous that it's very hard for you to keep a security deposit over it because you say he didn't do it. He says he shoveled. Did he ever shovel?
No.
Did he ever do anything in a year and a half for that storage?
He did put the door with my cousin. My cousin started, he can't continue. I can't help, I have to go to work. That's why I call him, he helped. Now, yesterday I asked him, you remember he helped you put the door? And I count for him $100 from that because other door, Home Depot did, and they charged me $200. He said, he did half hour. Why you gave him $100? I said...
Okay, but see, this whole procedure you have of ascribing how much... this isn't the original deal. The original deal was very ambiguous. Oh, I'll tell you what, you do it for free, you just help me out when I feel like it. Tell me, did he shovel snow, yes or no?
I cleaned the snow because I know the snow. I am from North Poland.
What did she do?
Nothing. She not clean after her. She left. I have pictures here how they left apartment.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, is it realistic to think that tenants will care for an apartment as if they owned it?
No, they don't do it. They should, but they don't.
Right.
Usually they'll tear it up.
What do you think?
Yeah, same. People think that they pay rent monthly, but...
Yeah, but the thing is, you have a security deposit that you're going to lose if you don't do it, right?
Right. They should care for their apartment as if they own it, because it's the right thing to do.
Well, forgetting about the right thing, you lose your security, right, if you don't do it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Going inside the courtroom.
In your answer to the complaint, you say that he treated her like a queen. She did absolutely nothing.
Yes. And
you sound a little resentful.
And two fire
Did you have a little landlord
alarms.
crush on your tenant,
They
maybe?
took fire alarms from my apartment.
Did you folks take the fire alarms?
No. We didn't take anything. We didn't destroy anything. I didn't shovel because I don't shovel. He shoveled. I'm keeping it real. I don't shovel. I have a bad back. He shoveled.
To shovel? All right.
And yeah, he treats me like a queen, but I cleaned the apartment because that's what we rented.
Listen,
she wanted us to clean.
You think I'm criticizing you. I just think it's amusing that she said.
She wanted us to clean the common areas.
No, stay where you are, ma'am.
Here is the lady who came after them. She testified and she signed up for me because she was waiting already for apartment.
Let me see the pictures. Oh, here they go. Okay. This is a picture of a corner.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this a picture of?
A window.
What's wrong with it?
All over was dust. I cleaned the window. I gave them sparkless apartment. They came.
Okay, there's a little dust in the
Most
corner.
Tenants, they came
what is
for
wrong
2 years.
Here?
Make door and
lady, come on. I'm looking at pictures. You're taking a picture 3 inches away to show a piece of dust. Are you serious? Like, come on, this is a corner. Okay, this is a little sloppy. What's this?
That refrigerator.
Okay, and then how much are you deducting from the security deposit for cleaning?
I spent there 25 hours to clean apartment.
How big is the apartment?
It's roughly 15 by 17.
Wait, that's a room. That's not an apartment.
That's
you guys are living in a dollhouse with dollhouse closets. How big is the apartment?
It's 580 square feet.
580 square feet. And you spent how many hours, you said?
25 hours.
You spent 25 hours cleaning an apartment that's 580 square feet.
All moldings
because
was Dory.
if you pay me $400, I'll wipe this clean too. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's kind of filthy. All right. Do you have a picture of where the missing fire alarms are?
No, I just bought.
How do you figure you're going to be able to keep $1,000 for the stuff that you've shown me? How do you figure?
Because they not help me what they promised.
Yeah. Next time, if you have a certain thing in mind, make it more specific. I am ordering you to return the $1,000. As for your counterclaim against them for storage, $900. So she's going to keep your $1,000. Plus, she's going to sue you for $900 for storage and $400 for cleaning a little dust off a windowsill. Not today, not here, and not on my watch. $1,000 verdict for the plaintiff. Net judgment on your counterclaim, 0.
Yeah.
Plaintiff has won this case here in the People's Court. Step on in here. This is the defendant, the landlord. What's your reaction to this?
My reaction, I gave them closet, and they not help me. They claim they help me, and now I have to pay them back. No more deals like that.
25 hours to clean that little space?
Yes. Do you know what kitchen they left, Dory? You know how many hours I have to clean oven?
No, how many?
Oh, many, many, many. At least 4 or 5 hours just oven.
Okay, all right. Right around the corner this way, okay? Okay, so step on in here, and what do you think was going on here?
She's just crazy. That's all I can say. We did our part, and we kept our bargain, and she's just money hungry. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And so what was it like to live with her as your landlord?
In the beginning, it was good. Everything was good. She said we never help her. That's her claim. I know what I done. That's it.
And so you're out of there. So how about the place you're living in now? Better?
Everything's great. It's bigger, and our landlord loves us, so.
Good for you. Okay, Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, so here's the thing. When you move into an apartment, we've talked about this before, when you move in, and I don't care whether you're the landlord or the tenant, take pictures of the apartment. Then when you move out, landlord and tenant both take pictures or video of the apartment. That way you can document what it looked like before, what it looked like after. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
Every sip of Coca-Cola brings you closer to the excitement of the FIFA World Cup 26. Because nothing compares to the joy. So grab a Coke and drink in the FIFA World Cup 26. No purchase necessary. 13 plus in 50 U.S. states and D.C. with a web-enabled device. Ends March 1st with 8 entry periods. Rules at cokeurl.com/soccerrules.
This is the plaintiff, Melody Williams. She says she brought her 52-inch flat-screen TV to the defendant's shop for repair. And not only didn't they fix it, they lost it. That's right, her and her 8 kids have no TV. The stubborn and irresponsible defendant doesn't think he's responsible, and she has no other choice but to sue here and now for the $1,588 she's owed. These are the defendants, Shamika Davis and Vincent Testa. Vincent says the plaintiff's screen was cracked because one of her kids threw something at it. He had some trouble at the beginning getting a replacement screen, but eventually did. He called the plaintiff to approve the repair, but she never called him back. She then changed her number, left the TV at his shop for almost a year, and basically abandoned the thing. Well, they're sorry, but they owe the plaintiff nothing and think the judge will agree. They're accused of not getting the picture. The defendants have filed a countersuit for $1,410 for storage and lost wages.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff brought her 55-inch flat screen to the defendant and says the defendant lost it. But the defendant says the plaintiff actually abandoned the set. It's the case of nice set, lady.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Melody Williams,
Yes.
you are suing Fix My PC. Represented here by Mr. Testa?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Shamika Davis, you're the manager?
Co-owner.
Co-owner, okay. For $1,588 that you say you are out as a result of them losing your TV set. Tell me what's going on.
First of all, I called them over a year ago. I told them a problem with the TV.
What was it?
One of my twins hit it with a toy, so they cracked the screen.
Were you able to watch TV on it or no?
You could watch TV, but you couldn't see the picture clear.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, and I called them and I explained that to them, and they told me that they would come out and take a look at it.
How old was this TV set?
I had just purchased it, but I bought it from Aaron's. So
Aaron's Rent to Own?
Yes.
What year is this TV set? Do you have the paperwork?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me see it. And what was it? A 52-inch sharp flat screen?
Yes.
Okay. Your start date was 2008.
And it took me a couple of years to pay
Right, I know,
for
but
it.
the TV existed in 2008.
Yes.
So the most current it could be is a 2008. That's right?
Yes.
Okay, so go on.
And once I called them, I told them what the problem was to see if they could fix it. And they told me that they would come out and look. And when they came out to look at the TV, they reassured me that they would be able to fix it or replace it with a different TV.
Okay.
So.
And that was in February of 2013?
Yes.
All right, and then what happened?
And I paid a fee of $88 for them to take the TV.
For pickup?
Yes.
Okay.
3 of them came in my house to look at the TV, and they took the TV.
Okay.
So they told me they would get back in touch with me.
Did you sign anything?
Yes, I did.
May I have the paperwork she signed and then go on?
So I waited a couple of months, and I didn't hear anything.
Why a couple of months?
Because there was a lot going on in my personal life, but I was waiting on them.
Okay.
So I kept calling. Once I started calling, I kept getting different people and different excuses. I need to talk to the technician. He's out on the road right now. Like several times I did this.
Do you have any proof of how many times you called? Your phone records would do nicely.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But the last time I spoke to Vince, and he reassured me, this was in December of 2013, right before Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So he said he was so sorry that all of this happened, and he would make sure that he got my TV back to me or another one. I didn't hear anything again.
Okay.
So I just decided to sue because I'm like, it's a whole year now.
Okay, but here's what I'm trying to figure out. How did a whole year pass? How many kids do you have?
I have 8 kids.
You have what?
8.
8 kids?
Yes.
Living with you all?
No, 5 of them live with me. I have older kids, and I have 5 that live with me.
Okay, well, maybe if you had a TV, you wouldn't have 8 kids, number one. But when you have 8 kids, maybe you ought to have a TV because you need something for people to do. So,
right.
All right. So, but I just don't see how all that time passes without you saying, okay, then give me my set back. I'm going to go somewhere else and return my $80 or something.
I did say that, and he told me that he was.
They have a very different story. You know that, right?
Yeah, but
Let me hear your story. They have a very different story. What are they going to say?
Don't know.
Take a guess.
I spoke to several different people, though. So
but you know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me hear from whoever's going to testify here.
Okay, I guess I'll start. I was the person that went to her house and picked up the TV.
That was present.
And Shamika was there as well. I think this is a case of losing track of the lost communication, because...
How do you fix a 2008 TV set with a broken screen?
Good question. If the screen is in fact broken, there really is no plan for replacing and fixing that screen.
So why'd you pick up her TV?
We couldn't see it at her house because even though this TV was cracked, the front of it looks normal, and you can't tell a panel's broken until you power it up and you start getting inside of it. And sometimes they're broken from the inside. So I mean, that's really what it's all about. It goes to our shop.
Let me hear from her a second. Go ahead.
Bottom line is there are 3 alternative solutions that we could provide to her, which we attempted to provide to her.
Which are?
We can actually cross-reference the panel assembly to see if there's compatible matches.
Well, what happened in this case?
In this case, the contact information changed at least 3 times.
No, but what happened in the first 5 to 7 days where you're supposed to be fixing it? Well, did you guys call her in 5 to 7 days and tell her what?
Absolutely. Most
Who
of our
made that
repairs are
phone
between
call?
1 to 3 days, ma'am.
Who made that phone call?
Myself.
You called her. Did you talk to her?
No, we couldn't get through. And I have a system where we call it 12:30 and 5:30 twice a day. For 40 days, we have a contract that she signed. After 40 days, machines are considered to be abandoned. If we can't get through to you, you can't make up your mind.
Okay, how do you have a record of what this particular client...
Our database has a chronology in it, and it calls that are made...
You input the chronology.
It happens as you enter it in.
It also, everything that we put in there...
I can't hear you both at the same time. This is some kind of software system that you have?
And it's live. It sends sends her a text and a phone call. It sends to her email.
It sends her a text?
Yeah, it calls people automatically.
Were they texting you, sweetie?
So how much is an 8-year-old 55-inch flat screen worth?
8-year-old, 55, probably about a few $100. You know, if you're just getting it used, you got some miles on it, you know, a few $100.
What do you think?
Yeah, about 100.
$100?
200. I don't know.
I think you guys are in the ballpark. I think it's not worth a lot more than that. Going inside the courtroom.
No, they never text me because, first of all, you can't even text my phone. And my
Why
phone
can't
number,
I text your phone?
My phone number did change, but I got in touch with them several times, and I never spoke to her not one time.
According to their business records, contacted customer, asked if we could call back on Friday.
Yeah.
Customer called and asked for an update in May, has new number, and then she gave the new number. Broken panel was also the TV where there was a bunch of dead cockroaches inside the TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had that taken care of.
Keep
that
this for 2
happens
years
sometimes.
after we have kids?
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. Quoted customer replacement LCD panel assembly between $1,300 and $1,600. Why would anybody do that when a brand new 52-inch
Exactly.
Sharp is $14.99 or upgrade to any TV for sale at shop? That was on June 29th. They contacted you according to them, and they told you, you got to pick a new TV. This is not going to work.
They never even gave me an amount.
Did you ever talk to them in a year?
I called them way before a year.
Can you prove you called them at all?
I spoke to Vince.
But see, there's a way to prove this case, and that's you coming forward with your phone records and showing, look, Judge, every month I would call them, and these people giving me the runaround. I'd like to see that if that happened.
Right.
By the way, what did happen to the TV, Vince?
Well, after about 9 months, we will have to recycle these TVs because we don't have room for them.
Right.
But we had that TV for at least 9 months.
When she called again, at some point, you guys realized the TV's gone, and all of a sudden she's interested. What happened?
We went through a little bit of a panic because the TV was gone.
Right.
And part of our channel. But when I referred back to the original service agreement, I verified that she was informed that there's a 40-day potential
Right, I got that. We went over that already. What I want to know is what factually happened. Did you tell her, do you want...
What we were hoping to do is to move towards getting her another TV that would be at a price that she could afford.
But you don't mean on you. You mean that she'd pay for it.
Yeah, we'd come up with a reasonably priced TV. That happens because we have people constantly coming in and out with products like that. So many times this can work out just perfectly.
All right, on February 21st of this year, you sent out a text to her, please call, fix my... Do you have your phone?
No, they had my house phone number. They never had my cell phone number.
And that's
why she wasn't getting the texts. Did you have an email for her?
Yes, I do have an email. They never asked for an email.
It's right here on the form that you filled out that you didn't fill out email.
Well, maybe I didn't have one at that time.
Maybe. Tell me about your counterclaim. $1,410 counterclaim?
I think you should talk about that.
Sure. $1
Because that was really her idea, right?
No.
You feel really bad about that, but she insisted.
No.
I
There's
got
$1
it.
per day storage fee, which is the second paragraph below before she signs, that says that anything left over 7 days is $1 per day storage fee. She decided after a year.
You fix it.
After you fix it.
It doesn't even matter if it fixes it or not.
No,
It's
I'm
just
sorry.
in
That's what your contract says. After you fix it, $1 a day. After completion,
No.
that you leave it there. After 7 days, we're going to charge.
Can I have it back so I can read it to you?
No, I'll just read it out loud.
Okay, that's fine.
We have never actually charged anybody.
Of course you haven't. Hold on one second.
Not one time ever.
$1 per day storage fee will be imposed for items left over 7 days from completion.
That's fine.
So no, it's no storage
That's
fees.
fine.
All right, time from work because you feel like you shouldn't have had to be here because of this litigation, but you're not entitled to that because...
We're not just hourly. We have people that we're responsible for, and we
I
lost
understand.
business. We lost contracts because someone couldn't remember to pick up their TV or to resolve it.
Okay. Ms. Williams, based on these circumstances that you give them a TV to fix, and a year later you come to court to sue because it's gone, I cannot find in your favor. I do, however, have some difficulty with her. You guys charge an $80 pickup fee. I guess your theory on that is, well, we couldn't reach her, and if we could have reached her, we would have done something for her.
When we do a service call, about $40 of that service call actually goes to the labor and estimation, the same $75.
Yeah, okay, I got it. I don't think you should have to return that either. I think that based on what I'm hearing, this was just not a priority for you because you've got a lot going on in your life. I don't know why a year later, you then, all of a sudden, it became really important to you.
But they didn't. I called several times. I
know
just
you
can't
keep
prove
saying
it,
that, but I'm not going to buy that you tried for a year to get your TV. It just doesn't feel that way to me. And their business records show that you didn't do that. But more importantly, nothing you're showing me, and you're the one with the burden of proof, shows that you did reach out. Nothing. Not a single phone record, not a witness, not a text, not an email, nothing. So, therefore, on your lawsuit against them, my verdict is 0. On your counterclaim against her, for $1,400 for the reason we've already discussed, 0.
So the plaintiff won't be getting anything out of this. What's your reaction?
Well, I told the truth. It just didn't come out that way. And I did get in touch with them way before a year, but I didn't have any proof, so that's what happens.
You got to have that proof in court.
Yes.
All right. Say hello to the family when you get home, will you?
Thank you.
All right, right down this way, okay. All right, step on out here. What about this outcome here? Step in.
Well, I think it's fair. I mean, this is really a case of just losing communication, and nobody ever wants this to happen. We do not want to lose contact, and we want to fix for our customers. We don't want to leave them abandoned like this. It's a horrible way to have things happen, and thank God this is the first time it's ever happened to us.
All right. Harvey.
This is really important. When you take anything in for repair, look at the contract that you sign. They'll give you a receipt, and on that it will say when the item is considered abandoned if you don't pick it up. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the plaintiff, Ernest's friend. He says he rented an RV for a 5,000-mile family vacation, which started in Florida and went to Indiana. The trip was great. He returned the RV to the defendant in pristine condition, but the louse withheld the security, and that's not fair. The man's out and out ripping him off, and he won't stand for it. He's suing the scammer for $364, the amount he owes him. This is the defendant, David Makoski. He says the plaintiff did not by any means return the RV in the same condition he received it. That's why he's keeping the man's money. He left one of the tanks full of sewage, which he had to clean out himself. There were dead mosquitoes all over the front grill, and he simply owes the disgruntled customer nada. He's accused of camping it up.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff rented an RV for a vacation and says the defendant, the owner, withheld the security. But the defendant says the guy left one of the tanks filled with sewage, and there were dead mosquitoes. It's the case of who on you.
Thank you, Douglas. Ernest Friend, you are suing Overland RV Rentals, represented here by David Makoski. You're the owner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for $364 that you say is owed to you, and he won't pay. Tell me what's going on.
Well, Your Honor, we were doing a family vacation, visiting some relatives. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. We were going to go up to Indiana. So around October, I was looking around at the different options. I looked at some national companies, and I found Overland RVs on Craigslist. I've got a copy of the posting. So I called David from Overland. I looked at the RVs. They looked, in pretty decent shape. So I made arrangements to reserve one and to pick it up on December 18th for the trip from December 18th through the 23rd. What the suit's about in this case is the fact that when we returned it, it was in
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time, actually.
How old are your kids?
I actually brought my kids and my grandkids, so it was a nice trip. It was about 24 hours driving to get there.
Kill myself if I was inside.
Yeah. And part of the draw for the RV was we didn't want the RV to stay in. We needed the RV just because it was a 24-hour drive each way and was just a little more comfortable. So.
Right. So you returned the RV, and what happens? You had put down a $500 deposit, and you're expecting to get back your $500 deposit because, according to you, you returned it back pristine.
Yes, ma'am.
And what happens is he returns less than that.
Yes.
How much does he withhold?
$135.
And what reason did he give for that? Did you get it in writing?
Yes, I've got a text from him saying what it was for. So that's his response to me asking him about the refund.
All right. You text him on January 2nd saying, I wanted to follow up on the deposit. He texts you, check being sent today. You assume it's going to be the whole thing, but then you get it, and it's January 13th, and you text him, you docked me money on the deposit. I want proof that you filed for the additional insurance we paid you for. If you can't prove you contacted the insurance company the day we drove off, then return the $136 we paid for insurance. Despite hours spent fixing, troubleshooting, and returning the first RV, our experience was positive. Not sure why I had a sour over petty cleaning charges. Why did you keep $135?
Your Honor, there was a cleaning bill. These units have dumping stations, and so it's wastewater is what it is. Basically, they're supposed to dump it before they bring it back, so it's ready for the next party to take out.
Did you dump it or didn't you dump it?
Yes, Judge, I did dump it. I dumped it about an hour
we're having
north.
This discussion. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I dumped it about an hour. Yeah, I dumped it about an hour.
This is why
north.
my husband won't rent an RV. But go ahead.
So I dumped it about an hour north of Jacksonville at a truck stop.
Okay, and according to you, the black water wasn't completely empty?
Yes, ma'am. And then basically there was a big smell and everything that you.
Wait, I'm not understanding that. That you do have to rewind.
Okay,
Tell me about that.
The dump station, hey, that Mr. Friend was mentioning is basically you've got two valves.
Right.
Okay, you have a bend, all right, and then you have the bend for storages that go all the way around the motorhome. In this particular bend, hey, that
bin, or what are you saying? Bend?
where you store, yes, where you store, extra luggage or whatever.
Okay, okay.
Well, the dump station has one also.
Okay.
Okay. And in that particular dump station, like Mr. Friend mentioned, is that you have a black water and you have a gray water.
Okay.
All right. The instructions are to open up the black water, which is the wastewater first, so all that comes out. And then basically what you do is you open up, the gray water, so that relieves and takes all the wastewater out.
Okay.
So you have a clean hose.
Right.
When we got it back, the valve was halfway open and the wastewater came all over. But that's not the only reason that we kept the deposit. The outside of the vehicle needed to be cleaned also. It's in the documents, that he signed. The motorhome itself has to be washed and the bugs off the front of it.
So bugs on the front, I mean, seriously? Can't you just spray a water hose and get the bugs off the front? Do you have a picture of the RV when it came back?
I do not.
So I can see how dirty it was?
I do not, but I mean, the people that clean our when these motorhomes come in, Your Honor.
The people that clean your motorhomes?
Yes, ma'am, they are inspected. And we do a checklist on it, which I have right here.
Okay.
And this is sent out along with the deposit refund.
So you received this and you're kind of annoyed, and you send this text to him, and in the text you say to him, you bring up something about an insurance that you were charged for. You paid $136 for some insurance, and you want proof from them that they actually spent it on insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
So would you take a vacation with grandkids, kids, in an RV 5,000 miles?
No way. Too far, too many kids.
500 miles.
Maybe 500, but not 5,000.
500, no way. Are we talking one bathroom or two bathrooms?
We're talking not enough, going inside the courtroom.
Okay, so you charge him $136 for insurance. Did you purchase insurance with it?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
May I see that?
Yes, ma'am. What happens is that it's under an umbrella cover, Your Honor. When the customer cannot provide insurance for us, we have the option of being able to do that for them.
Does that money go to an insurance company or not?
It does, ma'am.
But I've got an email from the MBA Insurance. Says there was no rider for me.
You actually called them?
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh, don't cross you, huh? Let's see that.
And if I can, there's a couple other things I'd like to add.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, I'm on this now.
Okay.
Search for an addendum under your name, cannot find an addendum issued in your name. Why would MBA not be able to find an addendum in his name? Wouldn't there be one?
Your Honor, there would be. In this particular case, what happened is that Mr. Friend could not get any insurance under his own insurance policy, so it went under our umbrella policy from the owner itself.
Okay, let me see the payment the owner had to make for extra umbrella.
I don't have that with me. I could send it to you. I didn't get that.
Okay, got it. Next, what's the third thing you're suing for?
So the third thing is he charged an extra fee for using a credit card. In the state of Florida, there's a state law that you cannot charge an extra fee for the use of a credit card.
All right, I'm going to pull the actual statute. I don't want to just read some stuff off the internet. I know that's how you had access to it, but that's fine.
That's fair enough.
That's how you had access to it. That's fine. Okay, so the fourth thing is?
So the fourth thing was the tax.
What is the tax?
So the tax for...
$40?
Yes.
Because?
Because there's no way he could pay it because he's not registered with the state. So I want it back because I'm going to give it to the state myself.
What is he talking about? You guys not being registered to the state? Is it registered in a different name?
Even if you are an individual owner of an RV and you rent that RV, you have to pay sales tax.
I'm with you on the fourth thing.
Well,
No, don't argue with me over $40. $135 that they deducted for cleaning that you feel was unfair. $136 over the insurance issue, and the third thing was the extra surcharge for the credit card issue. Can I see the contract that he signed so I can see how it reads? Because it's really all a very semantical
This right here is the
argument, you know? Like, basically, you can give a discount for cash, but you can't give a surcharge for credit cards. It's kind of goofy.
Your Honor, that was wrote in due to the fact that he was supposed to pay cash for it, is what he originally wanted to do. And then he said, when he picked up the motorhome, do you mind if I pay by credit card? And I said no.
A seller or leaseor in a sales or lease transaction may not impose a surcharge on the buyer or leasee for electing to use a credit card in lieu of payment by cash.
We learn something every day.
Right. Wow, that's a credit card lobby for you. Yeah.
If I can add one more thing on the $135 cleaning fee. If you look in that text...
Are you still talking about the cleaning fee?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to get the cleaning fee.
Okay, I'll stop talking then.
Right. So here's the deal. On the $135 cleaning fee, first of all, I kind of think it's a little bit picky on you guys' part. And it's kind of bad business. It just seems, because it's such a small amount, and plus it's such a picky thing. Well, he didn't close it all the way, so there's a little bit left over from one time that somebody went potty. I mean, no. So $135 is going to be returned. As for the insurance issue, we have an issue. And the issue is that you charge them for some insurance, but then you have this additional explanation saying that $136 goes to paying the umbrella policy. But the evidence in front of me now today doesn't support that. So I'm going to order the $136 returned. As far as the surcharge, he's got you there, boy. So I'm going to order that $46 returned. So that means that they would owe you $317, and I'm ruling in your favor in the amount of the $317. Good luck, gentlemen.
And with that, the defendant comes out here, the RV agent, I guess. What's your reaction to the verdict here?
Well, we learn something every day. But you know what? He came to me for one reason, and that reason was basically because I was lesser than anybody else.
Basically, you think he's going to come back to you next time he wants to rent an RV?
I think he will, yes, because we'll do things the right way.
All right. Anything you want to say to him before we leave here, or to try to keep him as a customer?
Yeah,
go ahead. I'll give you one quick shot.
Sure, I will. Mr. Friend, enjoy doing business with you. I hope we can do it again.
All right. Head right around the corner that way. All right, Mr. Friend, any chance you'll do business with him again?
I think so. I mean, the dispute really was, the RV was clean when I dropped it off, and I don't know if it's just a way to make extra money on the.
Really ticked you off that he hit you for that cleaning.
Probably more so my wife, because she did most of the cleaning in there, and she is so meticulous that thing was perfect when it went back. Yeah. So,
Harvey.
Okay, I want to go back to what we talked about last time. If you, even with an RV, if you have a security, take video before and after, show what it looked like, that will protect you.